It already feels like a boss swap to me. Let's see what the map looks like. Definitely feeling a boss swap here. My initial planned path being something like this. Actually, we could take 100 gold here and go to this shop as well. Look at this. We get 3 rest sites, 3 elites, or we can even go 4 rest sites, 2 elites. But I think this path would be the best one through the act here. Card rewards to gear up. Event before the shop, always nice, just in case you get money. And then a really high value path from there. So we choose either take 100 gold or swap this starting relic for a random boss relic. I have to say, actually, 100 gold, with now that I've looked at the path and see that we do want to go through a shop, 100 gold is starting to tempt me more and more. Having enough money to buy a common or shop relic at the first store can be a really big game changer for Defect in particular. Jake Cedar says, been struggling hard with Defect lately. I genuinely think Defect needs more good luck to win. On some level, I agree with that. On some level, I think that the character has way more routes to victory than most of us realize when playing. And success with the Defect requires getting truly creative with your card picks and deck building. I do think Defect has a fantastic starting deck, especially with the Zap and Dual Cast. You know what? I'm going to go 100 gold here. Let's take some fights. Dual Cast trading that orb for 16 damage. Pretty dang spicy. We've rolled a high health cultist here, but I think we are going to make up for it. But the way I like to think of the Defect starting deck, you've got 6 damage cards, 4 block cards, which means the Defect leans a little offense-heavy initially. These orbs are super, super strong, too. Zap is 3 damage per turn, as long as that orb stays in play, with the possible additional benefit of a dual cast later on. Even with suboptimal draws, like we just got, the Cultist gets effortlessly defeated by Defect. Ooh. I think an early Auto Shields can be really spectacular for this character. Auto Shields is one of the most dense block cards available to any character. Even better than Ghost Armor on Ironclad. Only downside is it doesn't stack with a few things, including itself, so only ever take 1 copy of Auto Shields if you do. Go for the Eyes early can be quite nice, too. It's just a nice free card. Defect certainly has a lot of free cards, unlike most of the other characters. Way more routes to victory, but also way more dead ends if you aren't careful. Oh yeah. And I'm sure anybody who's tried an Ascension 20 heart kill with this character can attest. The elites before the heart can be a very common spot to lose a Defect run because of what I would call a particularly bad matchup there. I'm going to go with his early Auto Shields. I think it's a really nice block card early on. It's got a lot of utility for this character. And is, in particular, going to help us a lot against the non-Gremlin elites of Act 1. Not the greatest draw order here. Not sure it's going to matter. Yeah, dual cast strike still gets a kill, yeah? Again, even with suboptimal draw order, we kind of effortlessly defeat our foe there. Oh, very cool. Speaking of zero-cost cards, here's a sampling. Turbo for immediate energy is kind of interesting, but I'm definitely in love with an FTL this early on Defect. I like to think of FTL as essentially a strike that is both free and replaces itself. And that's only true as long as you haven't played less than 3 cards already. When FTL starts to become inactive, so to speak, is when you begin to draw a lot of cards on your turn. So the more card draw you already have, the worse FTL becomes. As our first card that draws any cards, it will never be a problem for us at the moment. So this is always just 5 totally free damage that even draws a card to replace itself proper-like. And that is most impactful, most helpful here in Act 1. Turbo and Double Energy can be absolute game changers for this character later on, but you need, I think, card draw established before energy generating cards make a whole lot of sense. Alright, I think we should take one more combat. We don't have 2 potions yet, and we would like, ideally, 2 potions before the first elite. Also gives us guaranteed a little bit more money to spend in that store. Good old Lies. Thankfully, Auto Shields is finally here on an appropriate turn. We'll dual cast first. And then we don't even need to play the block card. Easy money. And there's our second potion. Perfect. So now we're geared up for the elite, no problem. Offered a Beam Cell to apply Vulnerable. A Bullseye to apply Lock On, making Lightning Orbs do more damage. Or a Blizzard. Pretty hard to take an early Blizzard, I tend to find. When Blizzard is best, I think is alongside Chill. Glacier can be pretty good too. But Chill for me is really the card that makes Blizzard really effective. If you've got a Chill, consider it. Or at least a couple of Frost generating cards. Very hard card to build around, I'll say. Blizzard is. But it can be a nice sort of inevitable death. If you're able to get a whole bunch of icy block up with lots of orb slots and focus, then Blizzard can be your sort of inevitable victory card. I definitely find High Ascension Defect really challenging, Baalorlord. You're forced to make such interesting early game choices. And I think with Defect it's really important to focus on immediately adding a few cards that just give you some flat upfront numerical value. I'm considering taking the Bullseye here for that reason, although the Beam Cell is a great addition too. We're fighting Slime Boss, right? I'm gonna take a Bullseye. I'm gonna take that over the Beam Cell. It's got a higher upfront damage, which is quite nice. Ooh, and we could upgrade it here in the Remove Transform upgrade event. I usually advocate sort of the following logic for Living Wall. If you can currently defeat your Act 1 boss, then you should remove a card. This deck is nowhere near biting Slime Boss, let alone all the elites between here and now. So that means we should either transform or upgrade. I advocate for transform in situations where you're not currently beating the boss and you need new cards. Or if you just want to get rid of something and get a little additional value. You can also go remove card if you've got a curse, mind you. Lastly, I advocate for upgrade a card if you're facing an elite imminently and you need some extra oomph. And that's, I think, where we're at. So we've got an elite coming up momentarily. Why don't we consider upgrading our Bullseye for additional damage and more lock-on duration? And then we can upgrade maybe Zap at the rest site. Or we could even consider upgrading Auto Shields, because it gets a +4 block. Becomes a lot more useful. Hey there's Grumpy. Hello and welcome from the YouTube. Let's upgrade that Bullseye. Get some more immediate value into this deck. Oh, and we do find it. Interesting. Very interesting. Grace Necklace says, what do I think of the Into the Breach update? Still working through the new squads and loving the additions. I too am loving the additions. It seems like there's a lot more to work with on each run, a lot more options, more pilot, it's just more stuff, which makes it more interesting. And the added unfair difficulty means that you've got a challenge that requires really incorporating all the different stuff that you can get. Yeah, I'm definitely eyeing Capacitor Tempest here. I think we can afford these both. It's exactly 250 for both of them, right? 79 plus 151. 171, excuse me. Yeah, 250. So yes, I can buy both the Tempest and the Runic Capacitor, which does seem pretty good. Another thing that's absolutely very reasonable here, Bag of Marbles. Just add 1 vulnerable to all enemies on turn 1. Is going to make it a lot easier to defeat elites. But I really do like, for the long term, a Runic Capacitor and extra orb slots is a hugely powerful thing. It really means we want to upgrade Zap. And probably the Tempest besides. Lots of lightning orbs plus this bullseye would be a lot of damage. Do Not Put Me on Pizza says, is Runic Capacitor as much of a trap as an early capacitor card? No. That's because relics give their effects to you without requiring you to draw or play any cards. There's no, you're not having to repeatedly get something useless in each fight. That said, there is still the opportunity cost compared to taking something short-loaded, like, if you look at it as Bag of Marbles or Runic Capacitor, then yes, the Runic Capacitor could be a trap in that regard because it prevents us from doing something more immediately impactful with the gold. But as a general rule, relics have less of an opportunity cost in the deck than cards do, because they can all stack together and work, right? You can have a 40-card deck, but you can still only draw 5 of them on turn 1. If you've got a 40-relic deck, you just have 40 relics, and it's awesome. No in-flight cost. That's right. I am going to go Capacitor Tempest here. Leave me with $1 single redo. And a dad joke for Delta Eva in chat. What do you call a creature that's half horse and half defect? A capacitar. No, the zap. And this is a perfect opponent for us. Speechless at how good that joke was. Me too. Me too. Alright, this is going to be our Bullseye Tempest turn to be sure. We want auto... Actually, this is a perfect draw next turn. I don't even know if I want to play the FTL. Because if I draw the auto shields, I'll be very sad. There's also the possibility to draw the auto shields twice in a row. So yeah, I'm not going to play this FTL. How do I come up with these? Believe it or not, I improvise them. Every time. I watched a lot of Whose Line Is It Anyway as a child, and I was forever scarred. Raven3010, thanks for 20 months of support. 2 deca-months of inspiring content. Definitely a fan of Colin, personally. My Canadian homeboy. Yes, we redo the auto shields. That's why we didn't play the FTL, was so that this could happen. Everything according to plan. Baylor's note. Plan means plan. Wondering if we can do even better here with one of these potions. We didn't even end up using... I guess we have the next elite fight with no other breaks in between. The pretty low chance to get a potion from this fight. Okay, let's not. Let's not and say we didn't. Get him, lightning orbs. Note how we pretty much barely benefited from the Runic Capacitor in this fight. Actually... So one thing that does make the Runic Capacitor a trap that I didn't address is that it does make it more difficult for you to evoke the orbs that you channel. Early game on Defect, you really want to be evoking orbs rather than just having them turn over turn. So that is the trap aspect to the early game Runic Capacitor, and I think that is a real concern. Could have had 3 blizzards now. Happy to see a Proops lover in the audience. How's it going, Mushel Confusion? Chopped in Half says, how do percentages work with rounding? Damage numbers round down in Slay the Spire. Any fractional damage is rounded down. Yeah, after all calculations have been incorporated, you just chop the decimal off. Healing numbers round up, which is only relevant with the Magic Flower Relic. Because reasons. But damage numbers round down. Wait. Does Spire code healing as negative damage? Because that would actually explain it. Because if heal 4 is interpreted as -4 damage, then 4.5 healing would be rounded down to -5. That would make sense. I don't know if that's the actual explanation, but that would make sense in my head. Taking another FTL, by the way. 2 seems fine. 3 would probably be too much, but 2 is fine. Given the capacitor, very tempted to upgrade to Tempest. Oh, and auto shields? Okay, yeah. We just get to upgrade them both. Cool. Smiling Mask is going to make for cheaper removals at shops. That's great. Although it's a shame I didn't purchase removal at that first store. That actually means I could go here and move a card, but then I'd be missing out on one elite, so I don't think I want to do that. It always feels nice to be able to upgrade one of your block cards in Act 1. Especially if that's a 2-cost block card. You know, if you get an early Equilibrium, an early Flame Barrier, early Leg Sweep, early Protect, these are all things to consider upgrading. We're going to stomp some elites here, I think. Deck is not going to be particularly good at this fight, unfortunately. I think this is a great fight for the Colorless Potion, actually. Let's use it here. Panache. Play 5 cards in 1 turn. Deal 10 to all enemies. That's pretty difficult to do. Violence would let me get more attacks in my hand right now, which could be rather nice. Good Instincts would help our block density in the second portion of this fight, but don't help me this turn. So Panache is maybe 10 damage to everybody. Likely to play 4 cards this turn. I could use the Liquid Memories to change that. How likely is Panache to do 10 right now? Only will happen if we draw Zap, FTL, or Tempest off of this FTL. So 3 out of 11 chance to do 10. Unless I use the Liquid Memories. There's another chance it could do so on a future turn, though. Panache counts a card itself? No, Panache does not count itself when you play it, if it's the first copy of Panache. You want it to, but it doesn't. I still think I'll take it here. I'm like mixed on where violence is going to get me. So no, we play the Panache. Now we need 5 more cards this turn. Did not draw a card we could play. Might be using Liquid Memories on auto shields anyway. Yeah. So if I Liquid Memories auto shields here, I'll get an additional 10 damage to everything because we can use the Liquid Memories card, 3 other cards, Strike, Defend, Bullseye, and then play Zap. So we'll deal 10 to everyone that way. Otherwise, I'm short a lot here. Okay, I'm cool with that. Make sure we play this first before defend, otherwise, whoops. So I could kill the front one, but then what's the point in blocking for 20, you know? This is also a turn where I can actually guaranteed play 5 cards, right? FTL, Strike, Defend, Tempest. So we're going to do AoE again. I think that means we want to do the following. Okay, so Panache actually ended up being pretty good. Art of War, if we don't play any attacks on our turn, get additional energy on the next turn. Definitely love to see that. Very nice alongside Tempest, for example. Oiski, thanks for 17 months of support. Just learned that Potion Chance changes. Yes, Potion Chance is I think, the most obvious instance you can point to, but Spire has many hidden mechanics that are designed to mitigate the impact of repeatedly unfavorable RNG to the player. So what I mean by that is that your potion chance is dependent on how many potions you've already found each act. When you find a potion, your chance to find more potions goes down by 10%. When you don't find a potion, your chance to find a potion goes up by 10%. And there are many things like this in Slay the Spire. Your chance to find rare cards, the outcomes of question mark rooms, what an enemy does on its turn. These are all based on what has already occurred previously. And adjustments are being constantly made behind the scenes to what can or will happen, or what is likely to happen. That said, Spire is still a game of randomness, and as we see in seeded runs, extremely unlikely outcomes, such as getting a treasure chest in every single question mark room of Act 1, are still possible, under the exceedingly rarest of circumstances. When I talk about rare card odds, sure. Your base chance to find a rare card in a card reward starts at actually less than 0%. I think it's negative 2%. By default, the cards you see after a card reward are, I think, 65% chance to be a common and 35% chance to be an uncommon. I'm not 100% sure if that's completely correct. But every time you see a common card in a card reward, all three of these ones here, your chance to see a rare card increases by 1%. And this chance, it keeps increasing until you see a rare card, at which point your chance for a rare card is reset to its base value. 33% chance for uncommon, thank you. Does the chance that a reward on offer as an attack skill or power also have some kind of mechanic? No. The Spire generates first the rarity of the card, and then within that card's rarity picks just one of whatever. They're all equally likely. So that actually means that dependent on how many cards are in each pool, cards are more or less likely to appear. So powers, for example. Powers are only ever uncommons or rares, and usually occupy a fairly small percentage of this rare or uncommon card pool. So you're comparatively very unlikely to see power cards, because you're unlikely to see their card rarity in the first place, and even when you do see them, they're only a small subset. With shops being a different exception. Shops generate both the type of cards and the rarity a little bit different, but are still subject to the whether you've seen common cards previously. Can you see more than one of the same card in a card reward? No. That's also another little rule there. So you can't, for example, see two Steam barriers next to each other. So that also has a sneaky little affecting of the odds there. I'm going to skip all these questions. Actually, Barrage? Wait a minute, Barrage? Give me that Barrage. Barrage seems real good, actually. Have some zaps. Look at this Auto Shields Plus putting in work. Four damage per orb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 4. Yeah. Satisfying. Double Barrage? No, I think we should take the Skim. Get our first card draw going. It's also a skill that draws cards, which means it further aids us with the Art of War here. Hello and welcome, Justly Chi. Good to catch ya. Man, I didn't realize we're on a 7 streak with the Clad. Can do, Fairly. One momento, everybody. Alright. Lagavulin again. No Gremlin Knobs today, apparently. Good. Do I skim? No, I want Art of War for when I play the Tempest. Yeah, there it is. So we can do a nice 5 energy Tempest here. Plus Bullseye. Perfect. Wakey, wakey. Shame about the auto shields drawn on turn 1, but what can you do? What can you do? Do I strike or do I Art of War? I think I Art of War. Which just lets me strike this turn. Okay, basically the same. That barrage, though. 6 times 4, dead. Wow. And now we get a question card. Extra options at future card rewards, as well as ways to get more orbs in play. Pure Uncut Maple Syrup, thanks for 14 months of support. And Methlin, thanks for 31 months in that generous tier 2 sub. Closing it on 3 full years there. I'm a little more inclined to go Cool-Headed over Cold Snap because of the Art of War here. I definitely do want to take one of these 2 cards, I think. Even though we're mostly using the orb slots for damage at the moment. I think we want a Frost Orb or 2. Let's take a Cool-Headed. Looking forward to this Slime Boss fight. Oh, a Transform. Okay, sure. I'll happily transform one of my strikes. By the way, these FTLs are now starting to feel pretty bad with the Art of War. Didn't think that was going to happen, but definitely a possible outcome. Apparently we have an Echo form now. Neat. Not so bad, Andy asks, have you ever had a Dead Branch Master Reality run on Watcher? Yes, it's one of my favorite combos. Super powerful. Super powerful, and yes, the bottled Master Reality, especially if you have the Holy Water as your starter relic, so good. So good. Does transforming into a rare set card reset the chance? No, nor does seeing rare cards in shops. Only seeing a rare card in a card reward will have an effect on your rare chance. Fun fact, transforms are relatively more likely to result in rare cards, because when transforming a card, you have an equal odd of getting any other card from your character. The rarity is not considered when transforming, essentially. So rare cards, and especially uncommon cards, end up more likely because there are comparatively more of them in the card pool. Although you're very likely to see commons, there's actually not that many commons for each character. It's also impossible to transform a card into the card it used to be. That's not relevant when transforming strikes or defends, because a transform can never generate a strike or defend in the first place. But it is relevant for transforming other cards, so you cannot transform FTL into another FTL, for example. It does mean, however, that if you were to transform to, say, transform FTL and Cool-Headed, it is possible to get Cool-Headed FTL back from those 2 transforms. Very, very rare, of course, but possible. So I figured we're okay against Slime Boss with, oh yeah, Echo Form on turn 1, A, and B, with 38 hit points. We should be okay here. Do I want to play Tempest for 1? Kind of. It's going to be so much better if I double it later. But I need the orb now. It's not good. Less than stellar order of draws here, but I think we'll be okay. Keep striking. Keep striking. Double skim. We'll do it. Two. Let's see if you can split this one. Good. Here's our double barrage. This will do 12 times 2. Almost kills the front one. Or I can double defend. We need to simplify. Could double skim again, or I can double dual cast. That's likely to kill one of them at least. Double dual cast auto shields defend, or auto shield slime, depending. Let's do it. Also gets me more energy for next turn. And now there's no debuffs either. That said, this turn looks miserable. Ouch. Please don't kill me. We win. Huzzah. Whew. That was close. Definitely glad we had the Echo Form on our side. I think maybe... I don't know if we would have split on turn 3 if I hadn't played the Tempest is the thing. Really awkward that we drew the Tempest and the Echo Form at the same time. That's going to be an easy Electro for me, although Rainbow is also a consideration. Seek is also somewhat of a consideration, but I'm really thinking this deck wants an Electrodynamics at the moment. Look at all 4 options, I suppose. Creative AI, another 3-cost power. I think that's a lot of setup to go with Echo Form here. Random power card each turn is a nice, slow way to scale, particularly good with the Art of War. But I think not what we're looking for here. Seek's main purpose would be to allow us to either get the Echo Form in play early, or maybe to find our auto shields for blocking. Electro allows us to use all of these Lightning Orbs on multiple foes, as well as giving us more Lightning Orbs to work with. I really do like the Electro a lot here. Or Rainbow, channeling 3 orbs, 1 of each type. Great with the card Compile Driver. Also pretty good for powering up Barrage real quick. Or with any amount of focus at all. But I think this has got to be Electro, personally. Art of War Runic Pyramid? I mean, hard to say no to that. But there's some other spicy options here. So, Baylor favorite, of course, Runic Pyramid. Says, no longer discard your cards at the end of your turn. You get to keep them for future turns. So many things that are really, really powerful about a Runic Pyramid. I think it's particularly good with Echo Form, allowing us to duplicate only the strongest cards each turn. Particularly good with Art of War, allowing us to hold on to FTLs to play at the same time, for example. Allowing us to make sure our block cards are always landing when they're most impactful. Lots and lots of powerful things about the Pyramid. It also means we'll easily pick up an energy card like a Turbo and be very happy. Fusion Hammer would give us more base energy, but prevent us from getting upgrades. I would like to upgrade Electrodynamics. The rest isn't too bad. Something we might want to consider if we take the Pyramid is upgrading the Echo Form, so that we can retain it without playing it. Normally, I don't even care about the Echo Form upgrade at all. The upgrade essentially just makes it not destroy itself if you choose not to play it. But the question is, of course, why would you choose not to play your Echo Form? With Pyramid, sometimes there's good reason to do that. Lastly, Blackstar gives us more relics from elites. If we could kill the elites, that'd be sweet. Currently, I'm most afraid of the Book of Stabbing, although the bronze skills would help a little bit there. Our block ability is just not quite there yet. But with the Electrodynamics, I'm not as afraid of the other two. I think we could take and make the Blackstar work out okay, but I'd much rather have a Pyramid, personally. So, what does our act look like? Ooh, I like this. Definitely like this. I usually look... When I look at an act layout, by the way, you'll usually see me scroll to the top of the map for 2 reasons. One, you want to take a look at your act boss. Always very important information available here at the top. Which boss you're fighting is one of the most important things to keep in mind as you go through an act of Slay the Spire. Collector here, I think, will be pretty easily trounced by the Echo Tempest Electro combo, especially if we can get our hands on some focus or some more energy generation. What we want to prioritize along the way is card removals, getting rid of the strikes in particular. These energy costing attacks are no good with Art of War. We want to maybe get an upgrade or two. Here's the path I'm seeing now. And we want to replenish our potion stores. And I think this path is looking best. There's a way to get more elites here, but I don't think you want to go too elite heavy with Runic Pyramid. Even this elite could be pushing it, but we have to fight an early elite no matter what. There's no way around it. And I think taking a few combats will give us the best preparation for that. We could end up taking a lot of damage in these first few fights, which is worrisome, though. Don't know what I'm going to do about that. Shelled Parasite in particular could really hurt us. On turn 1. Oh, we drew 3 defends. That's good. Cool, I'm just going to play those. I feel compelled to use the Power Potion here. I don't think so. Definitely going to be taking some damage in this fight. This enemy is relentless, and our ability to block is limited. Here's auto shields. We don't want to play auto shields twice. Skim cool-headed auto shields? Does block the most. Wish I could double the cool-headed. Doubling skim doesn't actually do anything. Doubling auto shields doesn't do anything. Can't double the cool-headed. Such is life. Upgraded Ball Lightning slaps pretty hard with this electrodynamics. Not as interested in Equilibrium. We don't have any use for retaining our hand because of the Pyramid. Rebound's okay. White Noise could be useful too. But I'm going to take the upgraded card here. Also going to be not afraid to use a potion in this fight if I feel it necessary. Currently I don't. That could change. Care about Echo Form in this fight. Probably want auto shields for next turn, unless I think I can win next turn. Don't think I can. Let's do it this way. Oh, maybe I could. Can't do Tempest Barrage, sadly. Alright, so I could have saved one more hit point there. Also do get another potion. And a Chill Plus. 1 frost per enemy in combat guaranteed turn 1 with Runic Capacitor. Yeah. I want that. That's going to be a huge help in any multi-enemy fight. Just a nice boon in general. Does Equilibrium work with the Watcher card that cares about Retain? Yes. Yes. You're thinking... I'm going to keep the Power Potions, I think. You're thinking... Establishment. That's what it's called. Ouch. My hit points. But why my hit points, you know? But why? Usually like to go for the Centurion first in this fight. I think that will apply here as well. Please stop hurting me. evocation is 12. This channels 4 lightning orbs. Why is it only highlighting these two? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we get 3 times 12 plus 4 times 4. 36 plus 16. 52 damage. Okay, that should kill. Right, Electro is in play? That's right. Yeah, okay. To make sure we weren't being lied to there. This deck really wants a self-repair or genetic algorithm or something. But in lieu of either of those things, I will take a Leap Plus. Don't underestimate the power of just some basic block, especially basic block that can stack with the auto shields after being played, or better yet, that can be echo formed effectively. Stack's not too bad either with the Pyramid. Likewise, Static Discharge, but I'll continue to just take the cards that have the free upgrades. I'll buy the on-sale Seek, because why wouldn't I? And I will remove a card for cheap. Very nice to have a Seek here. Do we want a hologram? Hologram could fetch quite a few useful things. The barrage, the leap, the auto shields. Does seem pretty reasonable. I'm also thinking about this focus potion to help us against our first elite here. Probably going to end up resting. Although with the focus potion, we're actually pretty well equipped for the first elite. Hologram auto shields won't work directly. Yes, what I mean is because we have Runic Pyramid, we can just keep it for the next turn. Yeah, so obviously it doesn't work on the same turn. Yes, that is a non-bow. We have a nice amount of money right now. No shop coming up later this act. Do I pay out for a hologram? Yeah, I do. Okay, these 3 should be pretty easy, especially if I can seek the Electro on turn 1. Not the Echo form, but the Electro here. Electro form. Blah. Okay, not bad. Ask, apparently, and ye shall receive. Although, what a set of choices. Holy moly. There's also Sunder Plus, Doom and Gloom, Glacier to compete with this Self-Repair Plus. That said, I think the Self-Repair Plus is the winner here by quite a big margin because we can heal for 20 each combat using the Echo form. That is ridiculous. Truly ridiculous. Forgot to turn off the streamer cheats again. That said, I'm still going to rest here just because turn 1 in this fight could be sufficiently bad. If we survive, we'll heal for at least 10, maybe 20. And we can start upgrading cards after that. Still missing an energy generating card in this deck, but we'll have it shortly, I'm sure. Electro and Seek on turn 1. To what do I owe the pleasure game? Incredible. Simply incredible. Although we'll have 3 lightning, 3 frost. That doesn't kill either minion. Could employ the potion here. But that's not my only option. Maybe employ the power potion here. What's up with seeing all these upgraded cards? Well, partially it's the question cards showing us more cards. We're partially getting lucky. Here in Act 2, it's a 12.5% chance per card. I'm going to use this. Ooh. Well, that doesn't help me this turn, but does mean I just need to block this turn. Noted. Yeah, if I seek for a zap, I kill the gremlins, and I still get to play the defend. It's not too bad. So here's the situation. We're currently dealing 9. Zap would deal another 8. So yes, that would kill both gremlins. I block for some. We're going to Echo Form the self-repair. We should be fine, quite frankly. Is there any better choice? Dual cast won't block as much. Seek auto shields. Doesn't block for enough. Seeking FTL too late. Yeah, we'll seek for zap. Take a little bit, but not too much. Guess I'll keep that. Interesting. Again, huh? Double ball lightning on the leader, and then dual cast, and then zap. Yeah, that's the way. Sorry. Double ball lightning, then FTL. Then dual cast. Then zap. This will be 18 lightning damage, kills both of them, and I can barrage. Although I probably want to double that next turn. Boop. What a chunky heal, and what a nice Maw Bank find. Right after leaving a shop, we'll gain 12 gold per floor until we spend money at a store. It rhymes, therefore it's true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 floors this act alone. The boss and the chest are separate floors, technically. And another upgraded card, Stack Plus. Now, there's a good Echo Form target. Block-wise, I also wouldn't mind necessarily heat sinks. Still looking for that energy generating card, wherever it might be. Let's upgrade the Seek. Yeah, this deck is really humming along now. We should be at full health after the next fight. And there's the point of focus we've been looking for. The Datum Disc. Start each combat with 1 focus. All of our orbs do 1 more now, which means the Chill, the Electro, all those lightning orbs, they're really zapping along now. Beautiful. Not much of a turn 1, though. Good. Already used the Art of War, so let's get the bullseye down. Need to kill the cultist first. Still 28 damage to do. Seemingly challenging. Guess we'll have to take a little bit here. That's fine. Because we can self-repair it back anyway, right? Doubling barrage would be overkill. Okay. Double strike there. Barrage here. I only need to play one defend to block, so I can also play this strike. And now stack is a good duplication. Heck, I can even duplicate the self-repair. And then block with stack. I'll grab the barrage to play next turn. And look at that, we're basically at full health. There's the energy generating card we've been looking for. Yet another card that says plus. We're definitely a little bit above average luck on the upgraded cards so far. But again, this is really question card putting in the work. By showing us more cards, we're more likely to see an upgraded card in each card reward. Doubling our energy in particular is amazing with the Tempest, amazing with Echo Form, and when a Seek is involved, oh boy, watch out. You better watch out. So, upgrade the Echo Form. I'm also down to upgrade this hologram so that we can use it again and again. Or upgrade the Electrodynamics so that we get an extra Lightning Orb out of the deal. With 2 elites coming up, let's do the Electro first. And then we can upgrade either Echo Form or maybe one of the cards we get from these fights. Hello, gentlemen. This is not the turn 1 I was looking for, but I guess it does mean I get to play the Echo Form. I think that also means I'm going to go ahead and use the Focus Potion in this fight, the fight that I'm most afraid of. So we get 15 block this turn, take 14. That's within our healing range. And the Lightning Orbs know what to do. Get the back guy, they say. Please get the dude in the back. Doubling double energy doesn't seem that useful. I'm going to double the cool-headed. Nice. Okay, now I can double the energy. I know that seemed a little awkward, but turns out to be a really good turn. No problem. Get a duplication potion and a Darkstone Puriapt. If we obtain a curse, we get max health. Also very down for another cool-headed here, especially now that we have an energy-generating card. Now, I don't think we're particularly likely to take curses, but there might be 1 or 2 situations where it's more worth it now. Surprise Snake Plant. Works for me. Commence the boopening. And there's another energy generating card, Turbo. I do want one more. Second one should be enough, but I do want one more. I'd also be happy with an aggregate in that situation. Not the greatest turn 1 here. I think we're overall quite okay against this opponent, though. so I'm not going to complain or worry. We're just going to do our best. And if our best isn't enough, then I'll be sad. Turbo Skim. There's the double energy. We'll use that next turn. We just need to block for 15 more. So leap, defend, use the double energy next turn with Art of War. Echo Form showing up to the party way too late. Doesn't matter. Tempest is here. Single self-repair will be sufficient. My Tempest for 6. We do 9 times 3 plus 4 times 6. 27 plus 24. 51. Not a kill. But it will be with the Frost Orbs and the Scales, so this is fine. Also, I mismathed somewhere in there. Oh, I forgot to account for the +1 of Tempest Plus. That's what happened. Incense Burner's a crazy good relic here. And I'm happy to see another Rainbow show up, because I think that's a pretty good card for this deck. Just tons of orbs, please. Especially now that we have the focus. I think the two best Pyramid users, personally, are the Silent, because of the 2 extra cards on turn 1, and yes, the Defect, because the Defect has so many ways to build for energy generation from cards. Who needs a boss relic giving you 1 energy per turn if you can play 1 card and gain 4 or more energy? Not the Defect, that's who. Would I now take a Capacitor? Yes. Yes, I would. I'll play this for hand space reasons. It's a way to avoid hand clog on Pyramids sometimes, even if you don't need to. Consider playing a block card if you've got excess energy at the end of your turn. Doubling Barrage is useless if I'm trying to kill a minion. Probably double Leap then. Could also double the double energy this turn. That actually seems very reasonable. Would let me play everything. I do mean everything. And I can finish with a Giant Tempest. Okay, let's do that. So that means I don't need to... because I'll seek for Electro Tempest. Okay. Gonna waste this Dark Orb, essentially. That's already enough blocks, so we just spend the rest of the energy on this, I suppose. The bullseye would have helped there. Get him. GG. Luminescent, thanks for 35 months. Happy Tuesday. Oh my, a shockingly effective victory indeed. We're offered another Echo Form here, which could be very, very strong, allowing us to duplicate multiple cards per turn. Buffer could be a great way to block, also a good Echo Form target. Don't think we want 2 copies of Electrodynamic, especially not with Seek in the deck. Core Surge could be okay. Blocking a debuff. Can block Vulnerable from Heart. It can block the focus down of Bias Cognition, which would be a big game changer to find, and more besides. But I have to feel like Double Echo form is going to be a game breaker for us here. Oh, Darkstone Periapt Calling Bell. Not particularly big fan of Sozu. I'm okay keeping these potions till endgame because of the self-repair. We're not going to need any potions other than this. So actually, it's not a bad Sozu at all. Or the Philo Stone, giving us additional energy in order to give enemies additional strength. Actually, that is a really good Sozu. Oddly enough. I tend to think of Sozu as a panic button, an emergency... Or potions, rather. Potions are your emergency solution to any situation where your deck has failed you. But if you have a foolproof deck of cards, such as one that can simply heal back damage taken after the fact with Self-Repair Plus, then potions, at least until the very end of the run, aren't so necessary. With 2 good potions that we can use in the endgame, taking Sozu now is actually very reasonable. Navigator says, what are the pool of relics in the Calling Bell? Calling Bell always gives you exactly 1 common, 1 uncommon, and 1 rare relic. You get 1 of each of the 3 normal rarities. Just don't have any emergencies. That's what I'm planning on. I think the Incense Burner also helps with that. So we have to go to the Burning Elite. Alright, well that's pretty much the whole act then. Suppose we could harvest the Maw Bank, but I think we just want to look at more shops at this point. Thinking something like this. Definitely being penalized here for leaving our elite so late. Otherwise, I'd do something like this. Rest site, elite, rest site, elite, elite. That'd be much better, but we have to go here to get the green key. Alas. Don't have to go through the shop. I could go through a second elite instead. Does Periapt make I Am Rich a bit more appealing? Yes, but I still think you'd want 2 card removals to be able to get rid of both of those normalities. Normalities and Runic Pyramid are very unappealing together. We would not be happy with that. Could do more or less fights for the shop. We're very, very likely to see upgraded cards from card rewards. What am I looking to see in events? I'm looking to see relics, the rare relics of Act 3. Maybe a card removal. Falling could be good. Wouldn't mind losing an FTL. Give him the blip blap. Easy. Force Field Plus actually seems pretty good. Currently have 1, 2, 3 powers? 4 powers. And I'm doubling some of them. So this does get down to free. There's also upgraded Skim for huge card draw. Really good with our increased energy now. Love them both. Go with the Skim. I do love them both. Well, not a good event there. Maybe should have gone for more combats. I'm completely content with where we landed here. Strike that one. Next turn could hurt. They're all going to attack me. Terrifying. $58 damage. Kind of absurd. I block for 52. Good enough. Wait, you're supposed to stop now. Help! This is 30, so that just kills you. Defend Rainbow is more block. Got a backup Echo Form, after all. Question is, do I want to keep upping this? I think it just dies to thorns anyway. Yeah, it does. Good enough. Focus Potion has to go to the grave. We could take another hologram. Unupgraded, I'm not as inclined. That's right, Toaster King. With 2 echoes, you can, in theory, play the first 3 cards twice by echoing the second echo form. And the kind of weird thing about it is that you get to play the first 3 cards immediately on that turn where you echo the second echo. So you start getting card duplications right away, whereas normal echo form, you have to wait until subsequent turns. I don't think I'm going to take any of these cards. Missing all 3 keys still. It's going to be quite a pain in the butt. Also, this fight. That's what I get for not upping the incense burner more. Foolish. I can also just play both Echo Forms on the same turn, then I get the first 2 cards duplicated each turn. So we have one more guaranteed fight before the elite here. Regular Force Field, still pretty good as a card in this deck. Basically a free leap. But man, 31, thanks for 5 months of support, almost to that half year. Pyramid too strong. Too strong, they say. What if we had a third Echo Form? No, that's not what I'm going to do. Not what I'm going to duplicate with Dolly's Mirror. Probably duping the Seek here. Another self-repair on offer. Gonna remove Strike. Not much else that I really want here, actually. Blue Candle would have been cute if I'd gotten the Calling Bell. We'll take out a Strike, unfortunately losing Maw Bank, and yeah, we're gonna dupe the Seek Plus, so that we have 2 copies of put anything into the draw pile. We can also use that to get 3 by seeking the Seek. Compulderver's not bad if we want more card draw, but I took the Skim Plus. I think we'll just save the rest of this cash so we have plenty to spend in Act 4, or a subsequent random shop. Let's get some keys, shall we? With the self-repair, I don't want that. And this fight actually was exactly the one I had in mind when I was like, I probably want my my incense burner to be on turn 1. In case the transient shows up. That way I can play Echo Form turn 1. With no problem. Just leave things there for the moment. Skeeth, hello and welcome. Glad you're finally able to catch the stream live, and thank you for those 300 bits of support. Gotta get rid of these pesky defends next, right? Truly troublesome. Or we could just play them all. Doesn't seem like a problem to me. I actually need to upgrade one of the Echo Forms for this to work, huh? If I want to do triple Echo Form. Otherwise the draws are unfavorable, to say the least. So, double the Echo. And now we can double the second card we would play this turn as well. And third. Currently we're doing 6 times 5. 30 damage. So double stack is perfect block. Double turbo. Double energy. Double Tempest. Might take a little while. Commence the blip lap. Yeah, good time to grab some water if you need to. 3 hours later. And they say lightning never strikes twice in the same place. The slow motion murder machine. Not quite a kill, though, leaving the transient with 84 health, minus 6 more there. 753 damage dealt that turn. Boop. GG. Glacier? I want a Glacier. Strike dummy. Now where's the Thunder Strike at? Cards containing the text Strike will deal 3 additional damage. Oh no! This is why I should upgrade one of the Echo Forms, apparently. Can't play them both if I draw them both on turn 1. How tragic. Contemplating not playing Chill yet. I think that's correct. Take 2. It's a lot of damage. But what if I were to channel 10 Frost Orbs? What would you say then? What would you say then? Give me Turbo Electro. Yeah, where are my Blizzards from Act 1 at? This would have turned into a really good Blizzard deck, actually. Truly a shame. Alright, well, Reptomancer has been no problem. Easy. Times 2, you say? Sure, I can do that. Good enough. Ceramic Fish will give us gold if we add any future cards to the deck, like, oh, I don't know, another Turbo. I'll take one more. If it comes with a free upgrade, I will. Got enough skims in this deck. So I could just seek the other Echo Form and play them both on turn 1. That actually seems kind of reasonable. This I'd like to be able to double. Zoop. I guess I could have played one more Turbo first. Not that we needed to. It's here! It's here, chat. Thunderstrike Dummy. Deal 10 damage to a random enemy for each lightning channeled this combat. I mean, how can I say no? Welcome. Welcome to the deck. Thunderstrike. It's time to go to Silly Town. Glorious. Glorious. Evolving Monkey, what do you call it when you mistakenly pick a rare card that you think is good, but it's not? Blunderstrike. Two upgrades. I'd like to upgrade a hologram. I could upgrade the Thunderstrike to make it deal 12. Seems excessive. I think I'd rather upgrade a card draw item. Truthfully, it doesn't seem like upgrading the hologram is going to matter that much. I guess it matters for Echo Form hologram, because then it can fetch itself. That is relevant. That's relevant enough for me. Oh yeah, and I want to upgrade one of these Echo Forms so that I can actually triple Echo Form it properly. So let's do that. Give him the blip blap. 7 times 22. Or, well, times 2, I guess. And another double energy? Get in here. Easy. Easy peasy. Hello! Have some laning orbs. This is already a 7 times 6. Good. Let's start with Cool-Headed. Yeah, Cool-Headed Echo Form Leap. Still missing focus, oddly enough. We've never seen any point of focus at all this run. Need the leap. Leaps in the discard pile. Let's go Turbo Glacier. Go! The Blappening. There's a repair. Didn't quite die to the thorns there. One off. I'll take Intangible turn 1 for the next boss fight. Whew. Look at that. What a glorious deck. And what a glorious turn to be Intangible, too. I drew both Seek, so I can outright Seek 4 cards, so that means I can set up a turn 2 kill here, essentially. Not quite, right? Not the way that I want. Let's do it this way for the moment. So I'll actually, yeah, double the second Echo next turn. That sounds good. Probably don't need to double self-repair. Also gotta be mindful of the Incense Burner. So we should look to kill on turn 4 here. And that I can easily do with this setup. Perfect. Well, that didn't work out. Something on turn 4 has not worked out at all with these draws. Tempest is hiding from us. Stack twice. Worry this means I might have to try to keep going. There's something else. Indeed. Okay. Didn't do that right. That's 18. Don't want a double rainbow. So we're looking to set Incense Burner to 4 here. That way we're set up for Act 4 most effectively. Looks like we'll do that just fine here. The Blip Blap has been successful. GG. Now, we're not leaving with full health, which is my mistake. But I think we're in very, very good shape otherwise. How's it going to that Brazilian man? Welcome back. Always good to see a repeat customer, you know what I'm saying? We do still have both of our potions. I could either upgrade a card or we can rest for 6 health here. 6 health that I might be able to get back in the next fight anyway with the self-repair. I'll choose the upgrade. It's going to be on the other double energy, I think. 473 gold going into the store. Not the best options here. I do see Tungsten Rod, causing us to take reduced damage. That could really help us dealing with Beat of Death in particular. Could randomly upgrade 2 skills with Warpaint. Seems pretty bad. Can remove the last strike. That's going to happen. Courage, Sling of Courage could help us a little bit with the upcoming elite fight, but I think we'll be okay in that. Suppose I'll buy the Tungsten Rod. It's most of our money. Might not be that much health saved, but I think it's pretty good. Wish I could afford the... well, can't afford. Wish I could buy the Ancient Potion here, but Sozu says no-zu to that idea. Maybe could go for the Eyes. Apply some Weaken to Heart. I don't think it's going to matter much. Don't attack me. Thank you. Okay, so fully block this. We're intangible next turn. Looking good. Let me play this on you next turn. So all of this nonsense gets blocked effortlessly. You love to see it. Thunderstrike next turn. This looks... but I don't want to kill next turn. Not both of them. Gotta be careful here, then. Very careful. So, 10 damage to a random enemy 15 times. If I double that, we do 10 30 times, which will kill them both. That'd be pretty cool, except for the fact we want Incense Burner to be on a different number than it currently is for the heart fight. To that end, we should kill Spire Shield normally here. Stall out for a little bit. Keep that double energy for later. This is a buff turn. Next turn we get attacked for big damage. So we need to have an answer to that, which I think is going to be double stack. Because again, if we want the Incense Burner to be 4, which I think is the number I want it on, 3 is also reasonable. And we have to block this turn. We can do that. Not so bad. Now we can kill him with Thunderstrike. Get ourselves a Sundial energy if we shuffle the draw pile 3 times. Probably not going to happen. But what I do like here is Buffer, letting us prevent the next time we would lose health. That can block the singular big attack. Frame's currently looking good on my end. Try giving it a refresh if stream's having an issue for you. Can be True Echo Form turn 1. Yeah. Alright, so I think the first thing we do is play the Power Potion. Unless we want to dupe the Power Potion with the Echo Form. Maybe we play the Power Potion on turn 2. In that case, I think we seek for the Echo Form. Yeah, we seek for the other Echo Form, and then next turn we dupe this Echo Form. I could duplicate the Echo Form. I'm thinking we want to duplicate whatever comes out of the Power Potion, potentially. We're going to see what that is momentarily. Rod is definitely going to help us on this turn a little bit. I think just get the other Seek into my hand for now. The Cool-Headed's also very reasonable. Gengaron, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. Take the Cool-Headed, actually. I'm going to rely on Art of War here. Attack first. Okay, so we want buffer in hand at the end of the turn. We have to double the Echo Form first. Alright, what's in the Power Potion? Aha! That's a winner. Now, I don't know that I play it this turn, though. Fireworks, thanks for 27 months of support. I think we get set up and then go ballistic with focus. Creative AI would have led to big hand clog problems that I wasn't too excited about. So we're duplicating the next few cards as well. Double chill. Don't want a double energy yet. And we want to have buffer in hand at the end of the turn here. So we can use it next turn. Think about grabbing the Tempest too. Just so I have it. But I'm not sure it's going to get used this turn. Oh, that should be sufficient. There's the Thunderstrike too. Alright, give him heck. Ten times 26, so it caps damage without even needing to be used here. Double turbo. Triple bias cog. That's already basically going to cap. Commence the Zappener. Kerblam. Double ball lightning. It'll have to be double throw. Accept. Alright, we lose some health here. That's not too bad, though. GG, Mr. Hearts. GG. Hey there, if you enjoyed that video, watch this one next. And before you go, join us on Twitch and watch live. I'm there 5 days a week playing Slay the Spire, answering questions, and chilling with the community. Click the link in the description to follow right now. Ta-ta for now.